Hello there, I am back. A bit late, but all's well that ends well, or something like that. Was very hungry. Also had to attend English club. That was quite fun, but also I was quite hungry. Mainly, I was quite hungry. I was really hungry. I mean, I just had my what's it called, biology paper one and English lit one, I believe, and those weren't hard. Not in the slightest. I mean, biology was a walk in the park, really. Nobody expected biology to be hard in the first place. I mean, like, come on, it's biology, but English lit was not hard either. It was just a lot of writing, like what one would expect in the English language, in the English lit or the English language, in English exam in general. A lot of writing is required, so my hand's a bit roughed up from hoovering, so that, and as well as writing a lot, probably doesn't work that well. If you have vitamins, make sure you eat some vitamins. Vitamins, they're good for you. Well, these vitamins are really hard to like swallow. I don't know why. I always have to drink water while drinking or like taking these vitamins. Otherwise, they're gonna get stuck in my throat. I mean, normally when I take other like kind of medication, I'll just like down it without any water. Change this. What are we doing? We're doing chemi, I believe. So we got my maths paper 2 tomorrow, which I don't really need to prepare for. Although I kind of do want to. And then we got the chemistry paper 1, which is frightening. And I want to be. It's not frightening, but there's a lot of shit on there. And I want to definitely make sure I know everything on it. Because I know everything on it, but like I want to freshen up a bit. Because I haven't done chemistry paper 1 stuff in a bit. Been focusing on the paper 2 stuff recently. Anyways, the maths paper 2... I don't exactly need to do any resources, any preparation. I mean, I guess I could do like a quick exam paper for maths paper 2, but I'm not quite sure if it'd be the wisest thing to do. Because I don't exactly need to do an exam paper. But I think I'm going to do one. Yeah, I'll just do one now. I'll just do a quick exam paper. Which paper? Wait. What? Hey, yo. Stop the cap. Why isn't this showing up? Okay, so we go like this. And we go like thus. And we go like bang. Hippity bosh. Okay, since I'm going to be listening to music, I'm going to listen to my own music. Which is Spotify adverts. Oh yeah. Everybody loves Spotify adverts. Okay, so we're gonna go.
Best to enjoy the journey. Lose yourself in a good book. Listen to your favorite podcast, or catch
take
up
glasses
on
off because we don't need
everyone's
glasses.
talking about. Make the
Um,
journey as exciting as the
maths
destination,
paper
and get
2.
cheaper train tickets when you book in advance at eastmidlandsrailway.co.uk. EMR.
That's made easy.
Let's
I've
roll.
never gone on this website before, and it looks pretty good. How much does that cost? I want to buy it. I want to buy this. I'm gonna buy this. That seems interesting. UK shipping £16.98. Yeah, that seems like interesting, so I'm gonna buy them and then we can do them some later time on stream. I mean, this is where all my money goes, just into revision materials that I don't exactly need. I mean, maybe this will be useful, but maybe it won't. I mean, no, doing practice papers won't fuck me over anyway, so I shouldn't stuff. 21732. That's not my credit card number. Debit card number. United Kingdom. I am in the United Kingdom. My postcode is something. Oh shit! Swear to God. Blood, what is this? We need to like make sure this doesn't happen, so I'm just gonna put that just in case it does fuck me over, because I can't have that. Oh, I could just use PayPal. It's easier. Let's go buying some GCSE maths papers. 9 papers. Totally worth it. So they're targeted then, right? ABC at Excel Pearson. Got a quantity 1. My hands are cracked as shit, man. I can probably go back to Maths really easily. Probably shouldn't show the billing address, but whatever. Nobody cares anyway. Okay, back to the matter at hand. GCSE maths. No, I don't want to shop. What do they have in GCSE maths? Course in a box. Guaranteed pass. LOL. Yo, imagine having a guaranteed pass. My ass, man. You have to put work in to get a pass. Even if you buy something like that, you still have to put work in. It's not like you're just gonna buy it and instantly get a fucking pass. That'd be way too easy for me. GCSE maths. Past papers. Have I done this one? Yeah. Alright, that's gonna be fun. Can I download this annotations? Can I annotate on it then? Can I write on this shit? Oh, it's so fucking zoomed in. I'm not zoomed up, but I'm zoomed back out. Alright, I'll just do this anyway. So, can I not draw on it? I want to draw on this shit, man. Draw. Okay, so your 84 is a product of its prime factors. This is showing, right? Yeah, okay. So, 84, put that there. And then that goes into 2. This is a calculator exam, I believe, so I'm going to get this calculator out. Not for this question, no. But, if you need to use it for this question, there's always a button on the calculator where if you put in, for example, 84, like that, and then you press equals, so it's the answer, and then you press shift and fact, so this button there, and then that button, it gives you, wait, that's not fucking shift, 84 equals, yes, yeah, so that's this one there, so you press shift, and then that button there, and it shows you the factors. So if you're always too lazy to do this, you can always just do it like that on a computer, on a calculator, but I recommend you do it this way or some other way if you have another way to do it. So 2 over 84 is 42, and then 2 again, to 21, and then 7 and 3. So we get 84 equals 2 squared times 3 times 7. So the answer would be, oh shit, where's draw? Yeah, the answer would be 2 squared. You bastard. 2 squared times 3 times 7. So like that. This is going to take longer than I expected. Finding the closest, just as writing. Find the lowest common multiple of 60 and 84. Alright, so the first thing I'll do here is find the common multiples of this. Right, and so that's 230, 2 again for 15, so 2 squared times 3 times 5 is 60, and then 84, as we've discovered, is 2 squared times 3 times 7. Right, and now I'm going to draw a Venn diagram. This is going to be 60. That's going to be 84. So these are overlapping. So everything that overlaps, you want to put in this here as like a usual Venn diagram. So leave 2 and 2 there. 3 also goes there, like 2 2s. And then 5 goes there. And 7 goes there. And now if you're on the lowest common multiple, you times all this shit together. So we get 2 squared is 4, times 5 is 20, times 7 is 140, And then times 3 is 300 plus 120, 420. Oh, Terry, have you done something wrong? No, I haven't. No. So yes, 420. So the lowest common multiple of 60 and 84 is 420. If I haven't fucked up, which I'm gonna change. I'm gonna check real quick. Which is 4 times 3 times 5 times 7. It's 420. 420 divided by 60 is 70, and 420 divided by 84 is 5. Minus 70. Just don't mind 70. Wait, so that's how you would do these questions of the product. How do I zoom out? This shit's really annoying me. With search, comments. Add fillable file, add watermark. Okay, so everything means everything in the set, right? A is even numbers, right? Okay, so B is factors of 10. So everything that's a factor of 10, which is 5 times 2. No, 5, 10, 5, 2, 1. Shit, fuck off. I need to stop swearing. So even numbers and then 10, 5. So we're going to put in here the even numbers of that are factors of 10, which is 10 and 2. And then since we've got 10 and 2, we're going to put crosses over them. And then factors of 10 are 5 and 1. So we're going to put 5 and 1. Now we put all the even numbers in here, so we've got 4, 6, 8, and then cross them out. We've got 3, 7, 9, and we're going to put them in the outside. So they don't fit into any of these. They're not even numbers, they're not factors of 10. Let me cross them out. A number is chosen at random from the universal set. Find the probability, and highlight, find the probability that the number is in set A and B. So normally how I remember it is that U equals union, right? So U equals union, which is equal to in between. Yeah, I believe, and then N, I think N is like in between, something like it's in N. So that's all I know is that this means in. I'm pretty sure. A like complement would be like only in A, like not in A. But A and B, which just means the number is in here. So 2 numbers in here. There's 10 numbers in the set. 2 over 10 is equal to 1 over 5. My answer is 1 over 5. If I'm correct, Venn diagram. Yeah, so and this is the intersect, union is everything, like I was about to say. B complement, if it's a complement, it's not in B, A, B, you know. So A intersects just A and B. So like when you think of, it's like and almost, the way I think of it when I see A and B, it's like in the between of A and B. So once again, 1 over 5 is my answer there. It's asking for a probability, yeah, that counts as probability. Okay. Carlo puts tin boxes into small boxes and large boxes. He puts 6 tins into each small box, and he puts 20 tins into each large box. He puts a total of 3,000 tins into boxes, so that the number of tins in small boxes and the number of tins in large boxes is 2 to 3. Carlos says that less than 30% of the boxes filled with tins are large boxes.
All you need to think about is how best to enjoy the journey. Lose yourself in a good book. listen to your favorite podcast, or catch up on
Well,
that box set
first thing I'm going to look at is this
about.
ratio here,
Make
2
the
to 3.
journey as exciting as the
Okay, I might as well
destination,
just
and
like...
get cheaper train tickets.
There's no point putting Spotify because I'm just getting cucked, man. I'm getting cucked. Prime factors is fun. Prime and factors is indeed fun, but, you know, normally if I was in a maths test, it would take me like 3 goddamn seconds to do. But since I'm editing a PDF file, it's going to take me ages. In my mind, I'd probably just do it like... That's really loud. Put it back down. Yeah, in my mind, if I was doing it, I would probably just do it in my head, really. So, the first thing I look at is the ratio. So, the ratio here, they're giving us a ratio. So, I'd do 3,000 times, if I want to get small boxes, 2/5. Because I'm getting the 5 from the 2 and 3 here. So, if we divide 300,000 by 5, we get 600. Times that by 2, we get 1,200. Small tins, or small boxes. Alright, number of tins in small tins, so the tins into the boxes. So it's just small notes. So it's just gonna be tins in small boxes. Oh my god. In small. Okay. And then we're gonna do 3,000 times 3/5 equals, and we're gonna do 3,000 times minus 1,200, which is 1,800, or 600 times 3, which is 1,800. Either way, tint in large. So now we're going to divide both of these, so we get amount of small boxes. So A of small boxes. Or maybe if I just like, how do I like erase? So I'm just gonna draw, just text. We're just gonna put it here. So amounts of small boxes of tins equals 1,800 divided by 6. Let's put 6. Since we're getting 6 tins in each small box, and we get, oh, that's 1,200, sorry. And we get 603, or 600 divided by 3. What's 200? Yeah. Which equals 200 boxes. Which equals 200 small boxes. And then we get the amounts of large boxes of tins equals 1,800 divided by 20, which is equal to 180 divided by 2, which is 190. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. But 90 large boxes. So then we get, Carlos says that less than 30% of the boxes filled with tins are large boxes. Less than 30% of the boxes filled with tins are large boxes. Right, so less. So I'm going to turn this up and down so it's so loud for me. So he says that less than 30% of the boxes filled with tins are large boxes. So how many percentage? So we got 290 are the full amount of like boxes, right? There are 290 boxes. Boxes. 30% of the boxes. 30% of 290 equals 29 times 3, which is equal to 87, right? Which is 30 times 3 divided minus 3, which is 87. So this is 30%, but 90 is greater than 87, which means that Carlo is wrong, incorrect, as there are more than there are more than 30% of all boxes are large boxes. Right? So that's how you do this question. Put it down there. So you do this first, and then you do this, and then you get the answer. That would be your answer there. I don't want to do this one. Okay, complete the table of values for 5 minus x cubed. So 5 minus 2 cubed. So 2 cubed is 8. So it'd be 5 minus 8, which is 13. Yeah. And then 0 would just be 5. This would be 4. This would be minus 3. Because 2 cubed is 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. So on the grid below, draw the graph of 5 minus 3. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so 2 would be minus 3, which is like there. 1 would be 4. 0 would be... Well, x is 0, y is 5. And then x is minus 1, y is 6. X is minus 2, y is 13. So it's going to look something like this. So I'm going to try and freehand draw this. I can't promise anything. It looks something like that. Okay, so I can't draw it with a mouse. Neither can I draw it with a fucking pencil in real life. But you know, it looks something like that, right? That's what you would try and curve it. That's it for that. So we get 5. Work out the value of x. So in my mind, I see a triangle. This is definitely SOHCAHTOA. It's a trigonometry. Oh, fuck it. Text. Here it is. So I'm going to put SOHCAHTOA up on there. Right? Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I can. Great. So once that's here, so this means it's trigonometry, right? So it wants us to find x. So I'm thinking, what we're using right now? So we're using the angle, which can be SO, C, or H. We're using opposite the angle and hypotenuse. So this is the H, this is the O, and this is the C, or the adjacent, maybe, sorry, the A. I'm gonna put that down by 1. Right, so we're using the opposite. Well, we want to find the opposite. Oh shit, this is trash. We're using the hypotenuse and opposite, right? So it's going to be SO. So OH here. So then we've got... we're trying to find the opposite. So it would be sin 34 times 178. What is it? 1 to sin? It's millimeters, so it's going to be the same thing. And that will give us the opposite. Because of the triangle. SOH. Right. So, here we get a calculator. We put sin 34 times 178 to get 100 degrees to some decimal place. I mean, theoretically, yeah, it's 100 millimeters. I thought it was an angle for a second, but it wasn't. But 100 millimeters. Keep in mind that I can make mistakes, so you know when we're gonna edit this at the end, it's probably gonna be something's gonna be wrong with it. Alright, so we got here vectors. So 2a, 3b as a column vector, right? Okay. So 2a is 2, 3 over 4, which is equal to 6 over 8. Then there's 3b, which is 5 minus 2, which is equal to 15 over minus 6. Right. So then we do 6 over 8 minus 15 minus 6. We treat this as a normals equation. So 6 minus 15 is minus 11. 8 minus minus 6 is 14. Right, so that's our answer. Simple as pie. Yeah, sometimes people get scared of how big these look, but they really aren't that big. They're not hard, as long as you know how to do them, right? It's just they're weird they're in a weird way. They put them in a weird way, but as long as you know how to do them, you should be fine. This is what I'm here for. So the diagram shows a right angled triangle and a quarter circle. The right angled triangle ABC has an angle ABC equals 90 degrees, and then the quarter circle has a center C and a radius of CB and CD. Work out the area of the quarter circle. Give your area the answer correct to 3 significant figures. So the first thing I think is it wants us. I'll highlight the area of a quarter circle. The fact that the triangle ABC is right angled, which means I'm going to have to use trigonometry, and that the area of circle equals I times r squared equals pi times r squared. Right, and then since it's a fourth circle, 1/4. So the 1/4 area of a 1/4 circle, we just get 1/4 in there times by 1/4. So first off, we need to find what CB is, and trigonometry. We need well, actually no, it's not trigonometry. This time it's Pythagoras. So what we need to know is that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A being adjacent, B being opposite, and C being hypotenuse. So we've got 6 squared plus x squared equals 9 squared. So we get x squared equals 81 minus 36. So x squared equals, I'm going to just do some text, 81 minus 36, so it's 80 minus 35 is the same thing. So 50 minus 5, 45. I'm going to check that on a calc. Yeah. X squared equals 45, therefore, x equals, okay, yeah, and then root 45. So x equals, we don't even need to know. We don't need to know that. We don't. Okay, no. Let's find out what it is. We don't exactly need to know this, but for the sake of it, we'll just put it there anyway. So 6.708 203932. Yeah. So we know what this is now, so we want the area, so we're going to use this. So area equals, so like let's put area here, equals pi, shit, that's annoying, equals, I don't have a pi, so we're just going to put pi times root 45. That times 1/4 times 0.25. Then we get this being the 45. So we get 45 pi times 0.25. That's equal to by pi times 0.25, and then it asked us for 3 significant figures, so we're going to put the whole thing down first, which is 35.3491.735, and we get 35.3. Centimeters squared. That's the other. What's in meter squared? That's in meter squared. Never mind. So 35. Wait. What's it? How do I? 9 is gonna. We delete. Okay, that's delete. That's delete. Yeah, it works. This is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. I hate this so much. Why can't I just erase this? Voila, finally. Holy crap. So we get 35.3. Okay, 7. This is taking so long, man. God, I love doing it with just a pen, pencil, anything. Tarek buys the laptop. He gets a discount of 5% for normal price. He pays this. Work out normal price laptop. Okay, I'm just gonna do this fast. So 551 equals 0.95. So 551 over 0.095 equals 0.01. So 5.8 equals 0.01. And then 580 equals 1%, or like 1. So 100%. Let's get rid of all those. Compound interest, that means after I get it 1 year, it's like affecting the new total. Simple interest is that it just adds on one amount every single year. Does never change. Compound interest changes. So 2.4 first year, 1.7 for the extra year. Joe's investment of 3,000. So we're gonna put 6,000 times 1.024. That's the multiplier. Oh, we've already made the multiplier. Just 1 plus that as a fraction. I mean decimal, sorry. And then we get that, and we times it by 1.017 to the power of 2. And we get 354.71. 0.67. Yeah. Okay, let me just do that calculation again. Yep, that's what I'm getting. So that's the answer. Five 4.67. Aisha recorded the heights in centimeters. Some girls used the workout information. Okay, so we got the least height. We got all these range. Drew this. The box plot is not fully correct, so we're gonna check these out. Wait, what's this? Write down two things Aisha should do to make the box plots fully correct. So first thing, I'm gonna check if these are correct. The X scale. So that all looks correct to me. And now I'm gonna check the least height, 142. That's correct. Lower quartile of 154 is correct. Okay, let's not do that first. The median, 162, is wrong. And then the interquartile range, which is lower quartile plus interquartile range to get the upper quartile, which would be 164 plus 7, which is 171. Yeah, 171. She's not plotted correctly. She's put it should be there. So yeah. So right things. So she correctly plots her upper quartile, or the upper quartile. Correctly plots the median. And then we'll give some examples. One 6.2, not 1.61. And we'll just do 1.71, not 1.72. Okay, I'm gonna do the calculation in the calculator just in case I don't screw up. Yep. Great. Who's messaging me on Discord? Simplify 1m to the power. Okay, so it's something you should learn. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 1 to the power of 0 is, well, when it's in brackets, it's timesing everything. So it'll be 1 to the power of 0 over m to the power of 0, which is when something's times by so when something's to the power of, right, when it's got powers itself, indices law tells us that we should times them together. So 2 times 0 is 0. We just get 0, which is equal to 1 over 1, because m to the power of 0 is 1, which is equal to 1. Simplify, so we expand the brackets, we get 8x minus 32. Oh, no, never mind. So first off, we look at this. I didn't read the question properly. We cancel out, and we get 8 over x plus x minus 4. That's way easier. Yep. That's simple, it's fast. Simplify. This, we just do 3 to the power of 3 is, as you know, 27. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this and do it in text mode. So we get 27. 3 to the power of 3. N to the power of 4 is, when it's in brackets, I believe you times. Right, no. You know, when it's in brackets, you times, yeah. So 4 times 3 is 12, so n to the power of 12. And then 2 times 3 is 6, so w to the power of 6. So we get 27 n to the power of 12 and w to the power of 6. Bloody hell, it's taking ages. Jack is in a restaurant. There are 5 starters, 8 main courses, and some desserts. What the fuck is some? Jack is going to choose 1 starter, 1 main course, and 1 dessert. Ah, it's going to make us do a reverse. There are 240 ways that he must choose his starter, his main course, and his dessert. Could Jack be correct? Okay, so... well, to get all the different things, we need to do, yeah, so we gotta do 5. Let's just do text. Do 5. So 5 times 8 times let's put y here. It has to be a number to get 240. So then we could do 8y or 40y equals 240. Y equals 40 divided by 2. So it's 24 over 4, and we get 6. So y can be 6. Let's show Jack. Could Jack be correct? Yes, Jack could be correct. Jack could be correct if the number of desserts is indeed 6. Yeah, 5 times 8 times 6 sounds correct to me. Which is probably not correct anyway. I'm putting myself down. It probably is correct. Chances are. The graph gives information about the volume, V liters, of petrol in the tank of Jim's car after it's traveled a distance of d kilometer meters. Find the gradient of the graph. So we're gonna do find any points where it's easy. Seems like I'm not gonna get something easy like that. So I'm just gonna pick 2 random points which I feel like doing. So 1 there. And 1 there. And then I'm going to find the coordinates of this. So 10 over 50 is, or 50 over 10 is 5, so 5 each. This would be 125, that would be 130, 135. So this would be 135, 15. And this one over here would be 225. To find the gradient, we do y2. So we do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that we get 225 minus 135 divided by, oh, that's y, sorry. Wait. Yeah, so 7 minus 15 divided by 225 minus 135. Got a bit confuddled there. To get, this is my head anyway. Minus 8 divided by what? 220 over 130, or minus 130. 190, 90, 90. I'm gonna check with the calc. The calculator paper, yeah. So we go minus 8 over 90 is minus 0.08, which I don't want to do. I'm just going to put that there as a fraction. Never mind, I can cancel that down to minus 4 over 45. I'm going to do some quick calculations and check sure I'm correct with that.
distance till it vanished. A pessimistic vision made me panic, but lessons of the wisdom saved the malice. Above the average, mission elevate the masses. Listen to your intuition, separate the assets. Land full of wonders, name it Alice. Resonator shanties of a palace.
They talk a lot, but can they manage? Let's pack it. Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. Alright, so this graph represents a downward scale of volume over distance. So it's saying over how the farther you go, the less volume of liters of gas you have. That's the gradient represents how much gas, how many liters of gas are used every kilometer of distance covered. Here's triangle ABC. Work out length of ABC. Give your answer correct as one decimal place. So I'm assuming. I'm gonna write down the things over here. So AB. Oh, that's definitely sin rule, which is A over sin x equals B over sin x. So first off, we're going to find this angle here. I'm going to call it Y. So Y equals 180 because that's the amount of angles in a triangle minus 34 plus 26. So Y equals, that's a weird one, minus 60, which is equal to 120. So Y is 120. So 23.8 over sin 120 equals, so it's going to be, it's opposite angles of sin, so A and this one, C and this one, because we need AB. So it's going to be AB divided by sin 34. Then we get so we get 23. Yeah, so we get 23.8 times sin 64 over 34. Because we're going to times both of these fractions by each other. So the sin 34 is going to go on this side, sin 120 is going to be on this side. So we get 13.3087911 equals AB times sin 120. So then if we divide this number 13.3087911 divided by sin 120, we should get x. So answer sin 120 and we get 15. So we get AB equals 15.37, so 367,668,25. So AB to two decimal places is equal to 15.4 centimeters. has this taken me? About an hour. You get a question 13. That's so dumb. I can do like question 13 in like a paper within like 5. No, not 5 minutes. That's stupid. Like 20 minutes. No, less than that. There are two squares, A and B. The length of each side of square B is 4 centimeters greater than the length of each side of square A. The area of square B is 70 cm cubed greater than area of square A. Find the area of square B. This is an easy question, but hard to do on here. Or what I think. So side length of side A equals x. Length of side B equals x plus 4. Area of side A equals x squared. Area of side B equals x squared plus 8x plus 16, because we're squaring this, remember. So we're just going to put 2 there, 2 there. So area of square B is 70 cm greater than area of square A. So what? I'm thinking maybe x plus 70 equals x plus 8x plus 16. So then I'm thinking 8x plus 16. No, we're gonna minus the 70 to the 16. So 16 minus 70 is minus 54. Equals 0. And we get x minus 54 over 8, which is 27 over 4, which is non-divisible. Right, have I screwed up? Can we not do that? Okay, we're just going to go 4x instead, then 4x and 27 equals 0. So we get 4x equals 27, x equals 27 divided by 4, 6.75. So length of sides. So find the area of square B. Square B is, or area of side B of B equals 6.75 times 6.75. Plus 8, 6.75 plus 16. So we get 6.75 squared plus 8 times 6.75 plus 16. And we get 115.565 centimeters squared. 3 significant figures, which is 116. Because this 5 it flicks over. It's dependent on this whether it goes to 5 or 6, 6 or 4 when rounding down, or 6 or 5, sorry. So since it's 5, then it goes up to 16 cm. cm squared. So we get 116 as the area. Describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. So first thing I look at is these sides aren't the same length. It's obviously been. If we want to find the scale factor, right? So we're just gonna put scale factor up here. Scale factor equals 3 over 2, which is equal to 1.5. It's been flipped, so it's a minus 1.5 scale factor. So this is definitely a, what's it called? A So what the fuck is the word called? I shouldn't swear. This is a enlargement. Yeah. So the center of enlargement is 1, 1, and it's been times by minus 1.5. So I'm just gonna put triangle A has been enlarged by a scale factor of minus 1.5 by with a scale with a center of enlargement of 1, 1, and that's it. Here are the first 5 terms of quadratic sequence. Find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of the sequence. So I like doing the A-level way, which is A minus n minus 1 d for the nth term. So the first term is at 10 minus n, just anything, minus 1 d. So this is 11, and this is obviously a quadratic, so I can't use this then. I can't use this. We're just gonna leave this here. We're just gonna leave that there. We'll do it the normal way. Sigh. So the difference between this is 11. Right, and the difference between this is 17. Yeah. And the difference between 11 and 17 is 6. So I'm assuming the difference between this will also be 22, 23. So it's going up in 6s. We do 6 over 2 to get 3n squared. Now we're going to compare this, so we're going to put n equals 10, or this is like the one up here, 21, 38, 61, 90. Oh, this is seriously pissing me off. And then 3n squared equals 3, 1, 4, 12, 9, which is 3 times 9 times 3 is 27. 16, which is 30. 16, 48. What am I talking about? And then 16, 25. 75 times 3 is 75. Right, so then we find the difference here, which is 7, 21, so that's, what's 9? Difference here, 11, difference here, 20, no, 2, 13. Okay, so difference here is plus 2. So this is 2n, and then plus 5. Because 2 plus 5 is 7. So we get 3n squared plus 2n plus 5. Up there. Yo, can I just like stop this from happening? This is really annoying me. Doesn't like it. Right on coordinates turning point. Okay, so it's this minus 12, which is minus 12, minus 7. When you find the coordinates, you want to turn it into square, complete square. Then it's you want to find what x is when if you want to make this bracket equal to 0. So x would have to be minus 12, and then just get the y, which is this here. Put that there. This is if 0 to make the bracket 0. How many pages are there? So there are 22 questions. Nearly done. Normally like maths, but I don't like it when I'm working on a PDF file. So, well, it's a frustum question. Cone has a base diameter of 20 centimeters. and a slant height of 25. Circles drawn around the surface of the cone at a slant height of 10 above the base. Circles, this curved surface of the cone above circles painted grey. Work out the area of the curved surface that's not painted grey. Give your own answer in multiple of pi. Alright, so first off we're going to find the curved surface area of this cone, this whole cone. So we're going to do... How do I edit this? Oh shit, no. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you. Okay. So we're gonna do pi times radius times length. Radius is 20 over, or let's just do r equals 20 over 2 equals 10. So area equals pi times 10 times 25, which is 250 pi. Then we want the area of this grey shit, so we get g squared equals pi times, we want the, well, we know the slant height, which is 25 minus 10, which is 15. And now we want the radius. And I'm assuming this is going to be a ratio question, since this is 10 to 25. So that's 1 to 2.5, which is 2 to 5. So this is a 2, this is fifth sides, 2 to 5. So this must be 3. So this is 15. This is 2 to 3. So this is 5, this whole thing, this whole diameter is 5. And this is 3/5. So if, technically if we do 3 over 5 times 20, we get the diameter, right? Why am I using a calculator for this, you baka? Yeah, it's 12. You idiot. So then if we want the radius, we do 12 over 2, and we get 6. So 6 is the radius, and 50 times 6 is 90, so 90 pi. So the grey has 90 pi. So if we want this base, or what, not paint, no g, so let's just put ng squared, or area, we do 250 pi minus 90. And we get 160. 160 pi. Weird but true, yeah. Well, I think, unless I'm wrong, which is highly likely. But a hot air balloon is descending. The height of the balloon n minutes after it starts to descend is 5 meters. Okay, the height of balloon n plus 1 minutes after it descended is h n plus 1 meters. Oh, fucking hell. What think about this one? The 1 minute after the height of the balloon starts to descend, it starts to descend h plus. Alright, so the height is now hn plus 1. So hn plus 1 is given by hn plus 1 equals k times hn plus 20, k where it's constant. The balloon starts to descend from a height of 1,200 meters at 9:15. At 9:16, the height of the balloon is 1,040 meters. Work out the height of the balloon at 9:18. Alright, so So this is n plus 1. So let's just do it. So 140 equals k times height currently, which is 1,200, plus 20. So, right, and then we minus that off, so we get 120 equals k times 1,200, and then we get 120 over 1,200 equals k, so k is equal to... Oh, I need some quick minds. 0.85. So now we can just do iterative shit. So at 0,917 height equals 0.85 times 140 plus 20. Spam the keyboard button. And we get 0.85. I'm not doing that in my head, curse you. 0.85 times 140, which is plus 20. We get 904. And then at 0,918 height equals 0.85 times 904 plus 20. Spam the keyboard, mouse button, keyboard, yes. Okay, so now we do 904 times 0.85 equals plus 20. And that's a decimal. I don't like decimals, because decimals normally mean I've done something wrong. So I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to do it all in my head. Well, not in my head. So, HN plus 4, 40, minus 20, 120, divided by 1,000. Just backtrack real quick. So 25, 6, so this one should be 904, and this one should be 78. No, I'm correct. Yeah, as usual. 784 meters. Waplam, that's the answer. 4 marker in as little as this space. Not that much needed. Maybe we should increase the size. So 78.4. Is it asking for decimals? No. Alright, so there are 2 left. 3 left, never mind. All my hopes and dreams are crushed. There are only red sweets and yellow sweets in a bag. There are n red sweets in a bag. There are 8 yellow sweets in a bag. Sajid is going to take a random sweet from the bag and eat it. He says the probability that the sweet will be red is 7/10. Show why the probability cannot be 7/10. Alright, so say there's like, so n plus 8 equals 10 out of 10. So we're saying n equals, or n over n plus 8 equals 7 over 10. That must mean that 8 over n plus 8 equals 7 over 10. Alright. So if 8, yeah, okay, so we're going to times the 10 and the 8, or the n plus 8, so we're going to get 80 equals 7n plus 8 times 7, which is 8 times 8 minus 8, 56. And then we minus 80 and 56 to get 24. equals 7n. N equals... Oh, that's where I went wrong. Wait, did I went wrong? 8 times 10 and 56. 80 minus 56. 24 divided by 7. You get n. Alright, let's not do this one. Let's do this one. Alright, so we get 10n equals 7n plus 56. 3n. Yeah, this is what we're definitely supposed to do. So n equals 56 divided by 3. 56 over 3. Thus, the probability cannot be 7/10 because n has to be an integer or a whole number. Ugh. Okay, let's turn that down. After Sajid has taken their first sweet from the bag and eat it, he's going to take a random second sweet from the bag. Given the probability that both sweets he takes is red, work out the number of red sweets in the bag. Alright. Okay. So we're going to draw one of those tree diagrams because they're useful. Very useful. I recommend anyone, if they're doing a probability question, trees are always useful. Good source of paper as well. So, first time, alright, so the problem that it gets red, so let's just say this is red. What's the other color? Yellow. This is red. This is yellow. This is yellow. Oh, this is going to be red. And this is going to be yellow. Red and red. So it's 3 over 5. 3/5. Oh, let's just do 3/5. Or 0.6. Red is n. Yellow is 8. So we get... work out the number of red sweets. So we get red. So for the first time you get red, it would be n over n plus 8. Times by n minus 1 over n plus 7 would now be, or n minus 1 plus 7, which plus 8, which would be n plus 7. And this is equal to 0.6. Right. So... I don't want to have to do this in PDF file. That's going to take so long. I'm going to do it in PDF file. I hate myself. Okay, so... n over n8, n plus 8... times n minus 1 n plus 7 we get n squared minus n over n squared plus 15n plus 56 equals 0.6. Oh no, let's just do 3 over 5. Then we get 5n squared minus 5n 3n squared plus 45 n plus 150 plus 18, 168. Alright, so then we get 2n squared by minusing minus 50. 50n minus 168. So we get n squared. Well, this is equal to 0. Bloods, leave me alone, I beg. This is so hard. Like, to write, because every time I just want to say, like, okay. I'm okay, you don't need to ask. Okay. Minus, I'm just gonna put one up here. 84. Equals 0. Polter. Factors. So 7 and 12 is 1. 7 and 12 is 1. $28 and 3. Found it. God, I'm so good at this. 28 and 3. How am I that good? Holy crap, I'm good. N minus 28. I'm really good at this. Oh, that's surprising to me. Oh, that was a hard one as well. Plus 3. That's not really a hard one, but it's like I'd probably have to do a table. I'd probably have to think for like a few seconds. Like that, really fast. Okay, so n can't be a negative number, so we just crossed it out. N is equal to 28. I assume you guys all know how to do it. So practically, you need to find the number n that makes the bracket equal to 0. So here, the bracket, the number n would be minus 3. Obviously, you can't have minus 3 sweets, can you? So it would have to be 28. The number of sweets is 28. The graph, the curve, and the equation. I've done some of that. How this is the longest? No, I'm still in time, right? How long have I got? 1 hour and 30 minutes, I believe. So I'm getting close. I need like 10 more minutes, and I'm pretty sure that's what I have. I'm done. The graph, the curve with the equation y of x is blah blah. Okay, so blah 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 blah. To sketch the curve on the grid above, sketch the curve of y minus x. So this is a reflection in the y-axis. So we're gonna have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Curve C with the equation of C is transformed by a translation to give the curve S such that the point 1/6 of the map. Okay, yeah. Find the equation. So it's gone to the right by 3. So find the equation for S. Well, well, if this was a function, which it is, I'm just gonna put it into function terms. Plus 2x minus x, and then we're just gonna put 2 there. That is that's the graph in function terms. This graph has this function. Right? That's how it's translated. So it becomes 5 plus 2 x minus 3 minus x, or x minus 3 squared. Which is equal to 5 plus 2x plus 6. Can't see, piss off. Oh, I shouldn't swear. Minus 6. Leave me alone! I know. Minus 6 minus, oh my god, I can't see, man. Leave me alone. X squared minus 6x plus 9. Right. So it's minusing that whole thing. Which is equal to over 5, no, so minus 1 plus 2x minus x plus 6x minus 9, which is then equal to, oh shit, I gotta put the squares, otherwise I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna get screwed over. So it becomes minus 10 plus 8x minus x squared. Methinks that's correct. I've never done that question before. A pretty interesting one. Trying to get this around my head. I don't know. I was just texting a friend. So I lost where I was. That should be the equation there. For my sanity, I'm just gonna put it normally. That one's a maybe. I haven't done that type of question before, so kind of guessed with that one, but I kind of knew what I was doing anyway. Circle is see the circle, the center, the origin. So there. Tangent to C. So let's just draw the circle real quick. Oh, circle, perfect. It's a specky circle, but whatever. Tangent to C, which passes through the points x minus 20, 0, and x, y, 10. So let's just put this as 0, 10. That there. And minus 20, 0. There. Work out an equation of C. Hello. Well. Alright, so the equation of circle is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And we put a little squiggly square there. Squiggly square there. Squiggly square there. Oh, I need to think about this. So Let's find the gradient of this first. That's x1, that's x2. So we're going to get 10 minus 0 over 0 minus 20. And we get 10 over 20, which is a gradient of 1 over 2. Here is the radius. So at this point here, wait, no. This is a tangent. Tangents are always at right angles, so the radius should be perpendicular. So gradient and the radiance, g of r, should be minus 2. So banana. That's the gradient of minus 2. I know how to do this, but I can't seem to remember how. Alright, so this has got the line of y equals 1/2 x plus 10. And that has the gradient of the line of y equals, well, the gradient has minus 2x plus, or just minus 2x. So at that position in y, they're both the same. So 1 over 2x plus 10 equals minus 2x. This is just me winging it. So 5 over 2x plus 10 equals 0. So 5x equals 20, which minus 20, sorry. So I've minus the 10 over, then times by 2 to get rid of the fraction. So we get x equals minus 4. I've divided by 4 there, by the way. I divide by 5. So x is minus 4. Right now I'm finding the coordinates of where they meet. And then y would be bam, 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 bam. It'd be this, since I'm inserting this x into this y thing to get y equals 8. So the coordinates of interception are minus 4, 8. Crackhead. Okay, yep. So x, y, this is the intercept, so minus 4 squared plus y. So I'm intercepting this coordinates here into this. Y squared, so 8 squared equals radius. So 16 plus 64 equals r squared. So radius equals root 80. So then the equation would be x squared plus y squared equals 80, which is r squared. The sales. Great, we're done. Bloody hell, mate. Gordon Bennett. Alright. We get the formula sheet out. Where is it? It was this one. Mark scheme. Alright, let's see how many things I got wrong. So, 2 times 2 times 3. That's good. I'll give you 2 marks there. Can I get a different colour? I can. Green. So, we get 2, all 2 there. 420. We get all 2 there. 2 den. Venn diagram. Yeah. I get all 3 marks there. 210, 1/5, got it there. No supported. Get all 5 there. 13, 6, 5, 4, 3, yeah. And current graph. Except freehand curve draw that is not made of line segments. $99.5. I got 100. Did I accidentally sin 34 times 178? Ah, I know what I did. Alright, let's go back to... That should have been 99.5, yeah. I accidentally did one significant figure. We'll put that in there. Hey, nobody saw anything. Pog. I'm not really quite sure how someone gets bloody 99.7. Okay, but whatever. Bit of a miss on my part, but whatever. Oh, what did I do wrong here? Six, 8, 6, 15, 8 minus 6. Oh wow, how did I do that? Is it mean, how is 6 minus 15 minus 11? I wonder to myself sometimes, how do I get that in my brain? How do I do 6 minus 15? I look at that and I think that's alright. It's like, what? What was I doing? I think I thought that this is a 4 or something like that. 35.3. Yep. Tarek, my boy Tarek. 580, that's what we love to see. Tarek. 6354, 677. Yep. Pog. 2 changes. Plot the median at 61, yep. Upper quartile, yep. 2 bucks. I get 1, yep. 840, yep. 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 If I was going to like actually mark this properly, it would take a bit. And I don't have that much time currently. But I'm just assuming that the method I got is correct as well. $160 pi. Yep. Wait, where is it? It's up here. Yeah, I got the same number here that they did here. So I got those 3. What they get here? 28? Yeah, boy! I'm that good, man. I'm that good. Oh, that looks like an X. Graph drawn, reflected in y-axis. Yep. Alright, so that's what I did. Or I can put that in, which is what I put. Yeah, great. Keep in mind that I can just put in this next time because it's way easier. Yep. Your boy's done it. It's got all the marks. Technically, I missed like 2, but you know, whatever. Shut up. 80 out of 80. I am the best at maths ever. I'm kidding. There are way better people at me than maths. But me, yeah, I'm good. I'm good at maths. I'm good at GCSE maths. Yeah, GCSE maths is not hard anyway, but you know, bragging rights don't exist when I'm doing GCSE maths when I'm a 15-year-old. Shush. Easy boys, 80 out of 80 every single time. Easy boys, yep, yep. All done it on stream. Took like 2 times as long because I had to actually like draw it out and explain it, or partially explain it because I didn't really explain it properly. But anyways, done. I'm definitely gonna download this because it took me like 2 hours. 1 hour and 44 minutes, barely within, because I'm assuming I did like the first 10 minutes, so just try and find this. Just download it. Yeah, I'm gonna download it. I have to create a fucking account. Nine desu ka ne? You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. You can't make me pay. I'm not gonna do it. Screw you. Okay. We did it. Oh, we did it. We did it. I'm gonna take a break. I'm tired. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna shower. And then we're gonna continue with some sciences. There for you guys. Yeah, that what's it called? The what's it called? The VOD. If you guys want to see me do an exam paper, it's all there. I'll be back in 10. Take a break.
sending it for 6 off the planet. I was measuring the distance till it vanished. A pessimistic vision made me panic, but lessons of the wisdom saved the malice. Above the average, mission elevate the masses. Listen to your intuition, separate the assets. Land full of wonders, name it Alice. Resonator shanties are a palace. They talk a lot, but can they hack it? They talk a lot, but can they hack it? They say, how do you manage? I say, I reach out and grab it. They talk a lot, but can they hack it? Hack it.
I'm back. And voila. We do some chemistry, boys. Seems like we can. Great. To know everything, all of the sciences is a tough feat in itself, may I say. I'm just gonna make sure I cover everything. Right. 'Regular lattice structure cannot conduct electricity as a solid. Have high melting and high boiling points due to many strong bonds between the ions. It takes a lot of energy to overcome the electrostatic forces between the opposite charged ions. So the opposite charged ions produce electrostatic forces which attract each other with them. Yeah. I'm gonna watch one of those free science lessons for titrations. I like his episode on titration.
Hi and welcome back to Free Science Lessons.
1 second.
.co.uk. By the end of this video, you should be able to determine the concentration of an acid or alkali in moles per decimeter cubed and in grams per decimeter cubed from the reacting volumes and the known concentration of one of the two solutions. This is for triple chemistry higher only. In the last video, we looked at how to carry out a titration. In this video and in the next one, we're going to learn how to carry out a titration calculation. Here's a sample question. 17 centimeters cubed of hydrochloric acid were required to neutralize 25 centimeters cubed of sodium hydroxide with a concentration of 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed. Calculate the concentration of the acid. So how do we tackle a question like this? We start by writing the letters C equals, N equals, and V equals under both the acid and the alkali like this. Now we enter the information we've been given. Remember that we need to convert all volumes to decimeters cubed, and to do that, we divide them by 1000. The concentration of the sodium hydroxide is 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed, and the volume is 0.025 decimeters cubed. The volume of the hydrochloric acid is 0.017 decimeters cubed. Now we calculate the number of moles of the sodium hydroxide solution. To do this, we multiply the concentration by the volume. 0.1 multiplied by 0.025 tells us that we've got 0.0025 moles of sodium hydroxide. Looking at the chemical equation, we can see that there are no large numbers in front of the acid or the alkali. In chemistry, if there's no large number, then that means 1. So we know that 1 mole of hydrochloric acid reacts with 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. We've got 0.0025 moles of sodium hydroxide, so we must also have 0.0025 moles of hydrochloric acid. Now we can calculate the concentration of the hydrochloric acid, and to calculate the concentration, we divide the number of moles by the volume.
Why is
Dividing
it an N instead of M?
0.0025 by 0.017 gives us a concentration of 0.147 moles per decimeter cubed to 3 decimal places. Now in the exam, you could be asked to calculate the concentration in grams per decimeter cubed. To do this, we multiply the concentration in moles per decimeter cubed by the relative formula mass. The relative formula mass of hydrochloric acid is 36.5. Multiplying 0.147 by 36.5 gives us a concentration of 5.366 grams per decimeter cubed. Here's a question for you to try. 10 centimeters cubed of sulfuric acid were required to neutralize 25 centimeters cubed of calcium hydroxide with a concentration of 0.2 moles per decimeter cubed. Calculate the concentration of the acid in moles per decimeter cubed and in grams per decimeter cubed.
Yeah, I can see why I put animations. It probably be quite tiring. Um, mm.
Pause the video now and try this yourself. Okay, so first we write the letters C equals, N equals, and V equals under the acid and the alkali like this. Now we enter all the information we've been given. The concentration of the calcium hydroxide is 0.2 moles per decimeter cubed, and the volume is 0.025 decimeters cubed. The volume of the sulfuric acid is 0.01 decimeters cubed. Now we calculate the number of moles of the calcium hydroxide by multiplying the concentration by the volume. 0.2 multiplied by 0.025 tells us that we've got 0.005 moles of calcium hydroxide. Looking at the chemical equation, we can see that 1 mole of sulfuric acid reacts with 1 mole of calcium hydroxide. We've got 0.005 moles of calcium hydroxide, so we must also have 0.005 moles of sulfuric acid. Now we calculate the concentration of the sulfuric acid by dividing the number of moles by the volume. Dividing 0.005 by 0.01 gives us a final concentration of 0.5 moles per decimeter cubed for the sulfuric acid. To calculate the concentration in grams per decimeter cubed, we multiply the concentration in moles per decimeter cubed by the relative formula mass. The relative formula mass of sulfuric acid is 98. Multiplying 0.5 by 98 gives us a concentration of 49 grams per decimeter cubed. Remember, you'll find plenty more questions on titration calculations in my revision workbook, and you can Hi and welcome back to freesciencelessons.co.uk. By the end of this video, you should be able to determine the concentration of an acid or alkali in moles per decimeter cubed and in grams per decimeter cubed from the reacting volumes and the known concentration of one of the two solutions. This is for triple chemistry higher only. In the last video, we looked at how to carry out a titration calculation. In this video, we're going to learn how to tackle slightly more complicated examples. Here's a sample question. 20 centimeters cubed of hydrochloric acid were required to neutralize 25 centimeters cubed of calcium hydroxide with a concentration of 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed. Calculate the concentration of the acid. Okay, as we saw before, first we write the letters C equals, N equals, and V equals under both the acid and the alkali like this. Now we fill in the information. The concentration of the calcium hydroxide is 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed, and the volume is 0.025 decimeters cubed. The volume of the hydrochloric acid is 0.02 decimeters cubed. Now we can calculate the number of moles of the calcium hydroxide by multiplying the concentration by the volume. Multiplying 0.1 by 0.025 tells us that we've got 0.0025 moles of calcium hydroxide. Looking at the chemical equation, we can see that we've got a large 2 in front of the hydrochloric acid here. This tells us that 2 moles of hydrochloric acid react with every 1 mole of calcium hydroxide. We know that we've got 0.0025 moles of calcium hydroxide, so that means that we must also have 0.005 moles of hydrochloric acid.
That makes sense, yeah.
Now we can calculate the concentration of the hydrochloric acid, and to do this, we divide the number of moles by the volume. The number of moles is 0.005 and the volume is 0.02 decimeters cubed. Putting these numbers into the equation gives us a concentration of 0.25 moles per decimeter cubed for the hydrochloric acid. We can also calculate the concentration in grams per decimeter cubed, and to do this, we multiply the concentration in moles per decimeter cubed by the relative formula mass of hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid has a relative formula mass of 36.5. Multiplying 0.25 by 36.5 gives us a concentration of 9.125 grams per decimeter cubed. Here's a question for you to try. 24 centimeters cubed of sulfuric acid were required to neutralize 25 centimeters cubed of sodium hydroxide with a concentration of 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed. Calculate the concentration of the acid.
Rightio. Why? Couldn't have it just been simple? Why did you have to do it like this? I don't understand. Why would you have to do it like this? Now I have to deal with numbers that aren't integers. I'm already dealing with decimals anyway. That doesn't look correct.
Pause the video now and try this yourself. Okay, start by writing the letters C equals N equals 5 4 decimeter by 0.2 in front of the sodium hydroxide of sodium hydrochloric acid by the volume. 4 gives places. To calculate the concentration in grams per decimeter cubed, we multiply the concentration in moles per decimeter cubed by the relative formula mass. The relative formula mass of sulfuric acid is 98. Multiplying 0.052 by 98 gives us a concentration of 5.096 grams per decimeter cubed. Remember, you'll find plenty more questions on titration.
This guy, I got the same answer as him, but he just, where's his 3 decimal place coming from? There's no asking anywhere for 3 decimal place in the question, so it's like, what? Why are you bullying me? How could you do this to me? You need to be more specific, sir. Come on, blood. Your blood, what's, come on, blood, come on, blood. It's definitely grinding
Hi
rates.
and welcome back to freesciencelessons.co.uk. By the end of this video, you should be able to describe the procedure for carrying out a titration. This is for students studying triple chemistry only. This is a required practical, so it's highly likely there'll be a specific question on this in your exam. So let's start by looking at what's meant by a titration. Take a look at this reaction. We've got sulfuric acid reacting with the alkali sodium hydroxide. This is called a neutralization reaction. Imagine that we have a certain volume of the alkali sodium hydroxide and we know the concentration. If we know the volume of sulfuric acid that we need to neutralize the alkali, we can use this to work out the concentration of the acid. Now this sounds tricky, but titrations are actually quite straightforward. In the next video, we look at the calculations. In this video, we're going to look at the stages involved in a titration, and I'd recommend that you learn these stages. First, we use a pipette to transfer 25 centimeters cubed of sodium hydroxide solution into a conical flask. The conical flask reduces the risk of splashing. There is one point I need to mention about using a pipette. Normally, we'd use a pipette filler to draw liquid into the pipette. It's very important that you allow the liquid to drain out of the pipette rather than blowing it out using the pipette filler. Blowing the liquid out will give you an incorrect volume. Next, we add 5 drops of an indicator, such as methyl orange, to the alkali in the conical flask. We could use other indicators, such as phenolphthalein. Next, we place the conical flask on a white tile so we can see a colour change more clearly. We now fill a burette with sulfuric acid. Now we add acid to the alkali until the solution is neutral. With methyl orange, the colour change will be from yellow to permanently red. We need to add just enough acid for this to happen. So once we start to see a colour change, we now add the acid drop by drop until the solution is neutral. I should also point out that it's important to swirl the solution to make sure that the acid and alkali mix. Finally, we read the volume of acid added from the burette. It's important that this is done correctly, so I'm going to discuss that now. When reading the burette, you need to make sure that your eye is level with the surface of the liquid. The surface of the liquid naturally curves. Scientists call this the meniscus, and I'm showing you that here. We always read the burette at the bottom of the meniscus, so in this case the reading is 17.9 centimeters cubed. Normally, when carrying out a titration such as this, We repeat the titration several times until we get 2 readings within 0.1 centimeters cubed. We then take a mean of these for our final volume. Okay, so now we know the volume and concentration of the alkali and the volume of acid needed to neutralize it. So we can use these to calculate the concentration of the acid.
Thank you very much, Mr. Science Sensei. Li-fi, here we go. Lo-fi, lo-fi. Hey, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back in like 5 or 10, so take a break. Welcome back. Got something to eat. Yum. What are they doing? Continuation. Great. only me who's seeing the screen go from like greenish to like orange. Do you see that? That's weird. The more you know. That's gonna be it for me today. It's nearly 9. I'm tired AF, and I need to go to sleep in like an hour, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you're going to continue studying, make sure you take your breaks every 50 minutes or so. Take a 10-minute break. Studying is all about, I don't know, discipline in my opinion. So just continue doing these blocks of 15 minutes and then 1 hour blocks of 10 break, 50 work. So continue doing it. Good job.